The future of Call of Duty Zombies is going to change forever, because as the title suggests, Treyarch Zombies will be in Modern Warfare, and we have some insane evidence to go over in this video that supports that. Treyarch Zombies in a Modern Warfare game. Do you like the sound of that? Let me know yes or no in the comments below. And just before we get started, my friends at G Fuel have boosted code Dalek to 30% off, celebrate Cold War Season 1 and the festive holidays. If you want to try for the first time, get a new flavor or restock, be sure to use code Dalek. If you're interested, links in the description. So I'm sure you're pretty confused where the idea of Treyarch Zombies in Modern Warfare has come from, but with all the craziness that is the Warzone nuke ending cutscene that got discovered yesterday, one of the intels you unlock before you get that cutscene is a Black Ops Cold War Zombies intel. Yeah, that's right, a Cold War Zombies intel in the universe of Verdansk in Modern Warfare. This is the very first time that Zombies has ever been mentioned in the Warzone and Modern Warfare universe, and this is absolutely huge because the universe of Treyarch Zombies is for the first time ever connected to the Warzone and Modern Warfare universe. This is the intel in question, and we'll be diving further deep into this in just a moment. But if this isn't already sounding alarm bells in your head and genuine pure excitement, let me spell it out even more for you. If the Treyarch Zombies universe connected with Modern Warfare's, this means in the future we could see Modern Warfare operators in Cold War Zombies, and even bigger than that, we could even see zombies in Modern Warfare, specifically Cold War Zombies. And the storyline of Cold War Zombies could continue after the DLCs in the next Modern Warfare in its own Zombies mode. And thinking about it from a business perspective, Zombies is the signature third mode of Call of Duty. It's so popular that Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer tried to make their own versions which weren't as popular as Treyarch. So with the huge failure that was Spec Ops mode in Modern Warfare, it would just make sense for them to just keep Zombies as the constant third mode, right? And before you start typing in the comment section that this is a ridiculous thing to draw to, you need to realize that the universes of Cold War and Modern Warfare have already started connecting, with several examples now. The first being in August, where we found a Warzone intel tied to Perseus and Adler, connecting the overarching Cold War storyline to Warzone straight away. But things really started heating up when Cold War released, with Imran Zakayev appearing as a minor antagonist in Black Ops Cold War's campaign, where we see him 30 years prior to his appearance in Call of Duty Modern Warfare and the original timeline of Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. And if you're still skeptical, Cold War was the first game that we saw Burger Town, something that was exclusively only in the Modern Warfare universe until now. But let's take a deep dive into this intel itself, as its mere existence in Warzone is exciting enough, but what can we learn from it for the Cold War storyline? Well, the intel is a letter from the Department of Defense dated 6 days prior to the events of D Machina. Subject is personnel request by CIA Office of Requiem, references Department of Defense Directive 10121, establishment of CIA Office of Requiem, November 4th, 1983, 9 days before D Machine. Purpose is to transfer for Dr. Oscar Strauss from Energy Weapons Development, Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency to Energy Research Office of Requiem. Now, the whole backstory of Requiem is it was a team created by the CIA, with Gregory Weaver becoming the head of its Field Operations Division and commanding officer. And he was soon joined by Dr. Elizabeth Gray, Dr. Oscar Strauss, and Major Mackenzie Carver. This intel specifically is talking about Dr. Oscar Strauss and how he is going to be transferred from his current assignment at the DARPA Weapons Laboratories in Arlington, Virginia. And for those of you that don't know what DARPA is, DARPA stands for the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, and it's a research and development agency of the US Department of Defense responsible for the development of emerging technologies for use by the military. He's been taken away from his role there to lead energy research at the CIA's newly established Office of Requiem. Dr. Strauss was handpicked by the director of Requiem. Allowances have been made for his upgraded security clearance, taking into account his previous history with German weapons programs during WWII. Strauss will report to Field Operations Lead Weaver with oversight from the director. Now, if you've paid attention to any of the conversations that Strauss has with Weaver during D Machina, you'll know that he was a former member of the Atomic Research Division of Project N Station, but now he's part of Requiem in an effort to undo what the Germans and Omega Group have unleashed. It's interesting that the Department of Defense is aware of the loss this represents to DARPA, but Dr. Strauss's unique personal history makes him essentially potential for his new position. No request to countermand reassignment will be considered. So it seems whatever Dr. Strauss was working at the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency is very important, but his role here is going to be absolutely vital and something that the director himself has requested. Now, it's interesting because the director has been mentioned several times during this intel already, and also mentioned when we played Die Maschine, but we have no idea on the identity of who the director is. But what we do know is the director is someone who has a position even higher than Gregory Weaver at Requiem, and Weaver is simply taking orders from the director. Weaver is not acting upon his own wishes and actions here. He's being commanded by someone higher up, someone that remains a complete mystery to us right now. Thinking about it, Requiem are a team that we play as that's being ordered by someone else who's being ordered by someone else. And who knows, maybe in the future DLC maps to come, the identity of the director will be known and could be a pretty important part of the story. Per SecDef Casper Weinberger to DCIE William Casey on November 3rd, 1983, can confirm all defense chiefs from NATO member states are on board with our response to the Marasco incident and subsequent operations. Candidates for Requiem Strike Force will be drawn from British SAS, M16 and German BND amongst others, along with our own warfighters. This explains how we see characters like Russell Adler, Frank Woods, Helen Park, and the rest of the Black Ops operators as characters we can play as and actually exist in the universe of Cold War Zombies. But it also mentions that they are also open to candidates from non-NATO units, and this is where we get to see the other side of the playable operators in Cold War, such as Stitch and all those other characters. I could be reading really far into the lines here, but the mention of candidates from non-NATO units could also open up the possibility and the meaning for other operators outside of the Cold War universe, such as Modern Warfare operators. If the universes are connected, then there is absolutely no reason why Captain Price and Task Force 141 couldn't also be called to help out Requiem Strike Team with various operations. And this could be exactly how Modern Warfare's own zombies mode could work linked into Cold War. The idea of zombie outbreaks happening around the world in totally different areas, all because of these anomaly portals popping up, they could easily just appear in the Modern Warfare universe, and that's how it makes sense narratively for Modern Warfare to share a zombies mode with the Treyarch storyline. I know some of you don't like the sound of that, but with this universe that we have in Cold War, it's literally rebooted zombies so that anything is possible. All these multiplayer maps are now their own zombies maps with their own stories to tell, and this could be the exact same way that we see it in Modern Warfare. Ending out this intel page, it says, honestly, once the member nations' representatives grasped the nature and urgency of the situation, there was no way we could exclude them. Please inform Requiem Director that Strike Team staffing is greenlit. POTUS is anxious to get this show on the road. Even good old Ronald Reagan himself is anxious to get the show on the road and get Requiem team set up to deal with this outbreak. And it ends with some handwritten notes on top of this, and we don't know who these notes are from. It says, what the hell was Office of Requiem? Do you guys have any idea whose handwriting you think this could be? Let me know. It's clearly someone from the Modern Warfare universe, but honestly, there's been so many weeks of intels with different handwriting on that it's hard to know exactly who it is. That's not really what's important. What's important is that the core of this Modern Warfare and Cold War Zombies universes are officially connected at this point onwards. Like, there is no way you can deny it's a thing. The implications that this will have going forward is incredibly exciting. Weeks or months down the line, Warzone could be getting even more intel that relates to zombies, giving us more backstory to Requiem and how the Modern Warfare operators can become part of Requiem. Characters like Ghost, Price, Soap could be gallivanting, doing their own thing, and they come across an anomaly portal bringing zombies into the Modern Warfare universe in Verdansk, if not somewhere else. And whenever we do get the subsequential sequel to Modern Warfare, which we could probably assume to be called Modern Warfare 2 next year, no more of the terrible bog standard Spec Ops mode, but Modern Warfare could have its own full-fledged zombies mode, which could have the exact same things from Treyarch Zombies mode, because they're technically all part of the same universe. I mean, heck, we've already seen zombies in the Modern Warfare Warzone universe with the Halloween event with actual playable zombies. Now, this all could be a little bit of a stretch, and we might not see the zombies mode itself in Modern Warfare, but Cold War Zombies storyline lore existing in a universe where zombies doesn't exist doesn't make sense. And the only logical way this would make sense is if in the next Modern Warfare, we do actually see zombies tied into that universe because it's already connected. As a fan of Call of Duty and zombies for over a decade, like I would have only dreamt back in the day that one day Black Ops and Modern Warfare would be connected in the same universe, and there's a chance that we would see zombies in Modern Warfare. Like, we're really living in strange times, and this is only the very first thing in this universe we've seen of zombies, so there's a good chance that there is more stuff to come in the future. But I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think I'm pulling at straws here, saying that a zombies mode will be in Modern Warfare and that this isn't a massive deal? Because why would they have Black Ops Cold War zombies storyline lore in Modern Warfare if there wasn't going to be zombies in Modern Warfare? Do you know what I'm saying? If you enjoyed the video, please let me know by dropping a like rating and subscribing so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. And on your way out, please feel free to drop by in the description and check out my recently launched merch on sale right now until January 3rd. I've spent the last 4 months working on this, creating a line of clothing which is truly fantastic in terms of design and clothing quality. And I'm not just saying this because it's my merch, but the quality of the clothing you get here is what you'd find in like a high-end clothing store. And the designs are just beautiful in my opinion. If you get any money over Christmas that you want to spend on some super awesome clothing that will keep you warm this winter, then I'd definitely recommend checking that out. But thank you so much for watching. You can check out my previous video on your screen now, which is the Warzone nuke ending cutscene in full. Be sure to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.